Yes, we are back on It's Secrets of the Night, episode 20 by Precious Obialor-Ukazim. Ejike grabbed her from the back and she fell down. You remember where we were, right? Yes, we were talking about the scene where Ejike asked Ihunanya to bring out what she was hiding in her bra. And that is where we are continuing from. So Ejike grabbed her from the back and she fell down. But his elder brother, Ejike, pleaded with him to take it easy with her, but he didn't want to listen to him. He held her two hands and pinned her down to the ground with his two nails while she cried and screamed at the top of her voice as Ejike searched through her brassiere. Ejiofor watched with confusion, though he didn't like the way she was being manhandled, but the matter on ground was too sensitive. He didn't want his sense of pity for her to cloud his reasoning. Ejike called his attention to something on her breast part and told him to put his hand there himself. Hunanya was fighting really hard with all her strength in order to stop him from bringing out what she was hiding. Brother, put your hand here and bring out that thing in her bra, Ejike told his elder brother, while holding her two hands together. And when Ejiofor did that, his hand touched something like a sheet of paper, and he brought it out. Behold, it was a locally made sachet of rat poison that has been used. Christ have mercy, he shouted in horror. Ifunanya, you put rat poison in my food? What did I do to you? Why do you want me dead? He asked, almost crying, but she couldn't raise her head. Ejiofor found it very difficult processing the incident, as he never could have believed it if a prophet had told him that his own wife would want him dead, not even in his wildest imagination, because he wasn't sure he can continue the marriage with her anymore. Gathered at the Igwe's palace are the elders, Ndiuche, Ihunanya's parents and relations, the Ichie Okeke's family members, and some other people who heard what happened and had come to witness the Igwe's judgment on the matter. The Igwe is honorably seated on his throne with his two wives, one on the right and the other at the left. Ihunanya was brought in and was made to stand before everybody, facing the Igwe and the elders. Ejiofor was sitting somewhere close to his mother, looking very troubled, but Ejike was not there. Young woman, we received the report that you poisoned your husband's food, an attempt to kill him, true or false? The Igwe asked Ihunanya, who stood there staring at the Igwe, looking pale and frustrated. Her eyes reddened from too much cry, but she looked very unbothered. Yes, it's true, she replied, showing no signs of remorse, and the people shouted in disgust. Her mother could not raise her head for shame, sobbing profusely, and her father sat there, wondering where he got it wrong. Why do you want your husband dead? Tell us why you poisoned his food, the Igwe requested calmly, but she stood there staring at him as if she was not the one being addressed. Why is she keeping quiet? Open your mouth and speak, you wicked soul. Some people were murmuring under their breath from the crowd. Ihunanya, are you deaf? Didn't you hear the Igwe's question? Ihunanya's father shouted at her from where he was sitting, and some women hissed, treating his words with disdain. I want him dead because I hate him, she said boldly, and the aghast crowd shouted, horrified at her response. Ewo, Ihunanya has killed me. I'm finished. Ihunanya's mother screamed, lying down as her friend tried to hold her from getting herself injured. Woman, you are disturbing us, the elders warned her seriously, and she held her mouth with her two hands, wailing silently while her husband, Maziobi, Ihunanya's father, sat down on the wooden chair, having his head bowed in shame, with his hand across his chest, shaking his leg. Why would you hate your husband so much that you would want him dead? Do you want your children to be orphans and yourself a widow? What did he do to you to deserve death? The Igwe requested. He's not the father of my children, and I never loved him for once. My parents forced me to marry him because he's rich. Though he did nothing wrong to me, he was beginning to stand against my happiness unknowingly, and I wanted him out of the way. Ihunanya replied, to the surprise of everyone. Even me, I'm surprised. The traumatized Ejiofor thought he didn't hear her very well until the Igwe confirmed what she said in a question. What do you mean he's not the father of your children? The Igwe asked, surprised. If he's not their father, who then is the father of your children? He added. Ejike is the father of my children, she replied confidently. Is the confidence for me? Oh, this is really hard to take in. But I pray the Lord give Ejiofor the grace to get over this, because this is very hard. Well, we'll continue in the next episode. Thank you.